Trash disposal changes could be ahead on this episode of Barnstable Today. I'm Sarah Colvin. It's Wednesday, January 25th, 2012. The turbines are spinning, but just when will the solar array over at the town's wastewater treatment facility be up and running? Energy Coordinator Richard Elbert provided an update to the Renewable Energy Committee at Monday's meeting.
And the long-awaited water pollution control facility solar wind project, it's been on the ground, but we've been very slow in getting the solar up to speed. There were some mechanical, electrical issues. A main switch, as I understand it, was bad, and we had to get some additional materials. We had to get some additional materials in there because NSTAR required it for the interconnection process. So it all took us a lot longer, but they're at the point now where they're actually scheduling the witness test. And so while the turbines have been producing clean energy all along, the solar has not. And we are now in a position of completing or finishing the witness test that NSTAR requires. And we'll have that full, almost 1,000 kilowatts of renewable energy on the line. So hopefully that will be done very shortly.
The Renewable Energy Committee is also working on ways to reduce the waste stream as the time to renew the CMAS contract draws closer. Rates for using the waste-to-energy facility in Rochester are set to rise significantly in 2015. At last night's meeting, the committee decided to send a series of options for waste disposal to the Comprehensive Financial Advisory Committee for review.
So you have a table? I mean, you have a motion that's on the table?
So our motion looks more like number one without the idea of districts for now.
I think it's
we
two
should have
ideas.
both.
Or it's two.
Yeah.
But I think we should have both, with and without districts.
I don't think losing the idea of districts is...
Oh,
So now we have five.
is-
With
Five,
districts,
yeah.
without districts.
So
Yeah.
only one B.
And it sounds like Bob's done within those five anyway, so.
So it should be a quick turnaround.
We'll-
Do I need to reread all of that?
Well, somebody should, I think, restate the motions. The motion. It was one. The big motion was a list of options, and then you were fleshing out the specifics of the list.
Fine, I'll make a motion.
Or we'll restate. the
I'm going to
motion.
restate the motion with the list of options to send to CFAC. Number one is curbside trash pickup with recycling, pay as you throw, with one big town-wide district. Then the same option.
So call it number two.
Number two, curbside trash pickup with recycling and pay as you throw with some semblance of districts, some number of districts. We're not saying how many. Number three is pay as you throw with transfer station users and requiring bundled pricing for private haulers. Number four is close the transfer station. And number five is maintain the current system.
What was the last one?
Maintain the current system.
Second.
Then what was number three?
No, I'm not asking for the second one, I'm seconding the motion.
For transfer station
Okay,
users,
so transfer station, I got it.
but also requiring bundled.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Do we have a second?
Yes, we do.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Unanimous
Motion
vote.
passes.
Okay, so in the interim, I'm going to start fleshing out a report,
Yeah.
findings that will eventually include some of the financial data that's being developed by Bob. But if you have, I sent you the outline. If you have any specific thoughts or ideas about what should be included in the report, either phrasing, language, issues for discussion, anything you can think of that you think really ought to be in this report, send it along to me, and I'll include it. I'll try to keep working on the draft.
The town's Waterways Committee met last night. They are working on ways to increase revenue in order to pay for several planned marina projects.
We have on the board right now, we've started the permit and design process in very infant stages, but starting it for Barnstable Harbor, getting the dredging in the basin section done. That is just the area that's in the marina area. We also have some other dredging outside, further out, but we're not here to talk about that tonight. And we also have in the process the Prince Cove Marina bulkhead repair or rebuild, whatever it's going to take. I'm hoping it's just a repair because of the way it was built. I think we should be able to get some years out of it with a good repair. So, and then coming further down the line, the west side revetment stonework at Barnstable Harbor is going to be in the pipeline, which is going to be a large project because we see some section of that starting to move. And then ultimately, Bismore Park is going to end up having to be redone again also. So, I mean, we're at about 12-year stage now where that had been somewhat rebuilt and somewhat patched 12 years ago when there was a collapse at the loading zone. So that was done about 10, 12 years ago. So by the time all of these are done, I imagine that's going to be in probably close to 20, 25 years, whatever. But that's all going to be in line also. So Gateway will probably be in the same situation. So what we're looking at is, with all of the rundown on the sheet that I gave you, this gives you some ideas of what we're doing for parking, some of our vending, which is minimal, and then some of the other fees that we bring in outside of our contract and our general transient fees for slips. Obviously, the slips are the big money bringers, but just because of some of the areas we have limited parking areas, some of the areas we have no parking areas. But so it is what it is there. So, and the idea here was to get the committee's involvement and thought process going of where you think we could probably bring in some more revenues expanding revenues. We do have. I've had Joe bring up the Barnstable Harbor flyover here. We have to the left side up there the green space, the big green wide open area that we do use right now for parking. In that area, we have the parking for vehicles with trailers. We have areas for slip holders. We have sections set up for beach sticker parking. As it's lined out here. And we also have a small section for, I call it no man's land because it used to be a very wet section for folks with no stickers, no parking, and anybody could park there. More than likely that's going to be eliminated and changed, but we do have that at this time. The entire east side, the far right side along Millway Road is right now for slip holders, and there is a section of the top middle. I think we have 6 or 7 spots for you can sit while you're in your vehicle. You have I think it's a 1 hour sitting, and there is no parking requirement other than time frame.
Students entering college this fall who require financial aid assistance must complete the FAFSA. That's the free application for federal student aid form. Free FAFSA Sunday is coming up this weekend at Cape Cod Community College. A team of financial aid experts from 4C's Finance Office will be on hand to offer assistance to students on ways to complete that form. The services are free and available to all students, not just limited to 4C's students. The program begins Sunday, January 29th at 2 p.m. in the Tilden Arts Center. Tonight's meetings include the Old Kings Highway Historic District Committee. They meet in the West Barnstable Community Building on Route 149 at 6:30. On tonight's agenda, it includes plans from the Barnstable DPW to perform renovation work on the old Selectmen's Building. The Zoning Board of Appeals also meets tonight. They gather at 7 p.m. in the Town Hall hearing room. The ZBA will hear from the owners of a planned Starbucks in the Christmas Tree Shop Plaza, who are asking for a special use permit to allow their restaurant to open in a space currently zoned for retail use. The ZBA meeting will air live on Channel 18 again at 7 p.m. With Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Colvin.